Drivers, to your cars.
Home to our country stars, to those who start their careers right here at the city of Nashville. And we go to the outside to see the track. This is the Nashville Superspeedway, live here from the CCS Silver Play League Pass, whatever you want to call it. This is the 2026 Candyman 250, again at Nashville. This is Cody Smart, that'll be taking over this race, and next to me, we got Angel. Angel, say hello.
Hey guys, so kind of hoping that we don't have rain.
Oh, for Pete's sakes, man!
I mean, we gotta remember. Do we gotta remember ourselves what happened 24 hours ago?
We don't need to know, sir.
But then again, but then again, we're now nice and dry. They did have to dry up some parts of the racetrack before we started, like an hour before we did this. But anyways, we're getting close to the end of the start of this thing.
Exactly. And of course, like I said, this is coming from Silver Play. There is a reason why. It is a very complicated reason. Long story short, for programming notice, this race and the following race, which I believe is taking place at Pocono in 2 weeks, will be here on the Silver Play League Pass, whichever you want to call it, until we get further notice. Now, before we get to our starting lineup, let's head over to our pet reporter, starting with Anthony this time around.
Unfortunately, we're going to be starting without one driver, that being the 03 of Tari Smith. And now, his seat will be occupied by the debuting Karen Catfish, who impressed a lot of people in her first career win in ARCA AA at Toledo in the main event. Now, does the expertise of ARCA translate to AA? This place is a little more big than Toledo, Ohio. Does that translate over to Karen? I think we're about to find out soon. The biggest thing concerning this weekend will be the grip on the tires, and we already saw that with the truck race and how they were struggling to gain on some grip. But thankfully for Maggie Splitzer, she said, if we have to do something, we're going to have to put in worn tires to better withstand the gloss of grip if it starts showering again. Now, she does hope that a caution comes out as soon as the big shower sparks up, but for the moment, the 10 machine is looking rather good for the moment. And we're now going to go to one of our newest reporters, Spontaneous Lip Hole, to be reporting on one of the other drivers in this field. Spontaneous. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, guys. Lana Loud has been reporting that the car had been feeling extremely unstable during the middle practice sessions, but she thinks that she has it rather okay for this race. No other changes are going to be happening for that car before they go green. The only thing that she has said is that they're going to hope in one hand and hope it doesn't rain on the other one. Let's head it back to the booth, guys.
Yep, and speaking of Tari, who is out, I am going to bring something up that was questioned during the pre-race show. What happens to Tari and what happens to the points? Well, we have a clarification on this here that we got a couple hours ago. And the answer is, as long as the driver is at the track proper, as in physically at the track, at any point of the weekend that is viable enough, they are eligible to get the points. But since we got that covered, we might as well get to our starting lineup, which is, oh boy, just like the freaking truck race. Let's get this over with. We got freaking Island Galvin trying to make the chase behind at the moment with that Napa Chevrolet. Then we got one of the 2-point leaders, Regina Servant, occupying the front row. Angel, row 2 is yours, and I already see an issue.
Bush going to be occupying row 2, back with crew chief Chad Knaus after absenting himself from Charlotte. And next to him is going to be Karen Catfish replacing Tari Smith.
Up next, we got Sebastian Nava, the Melito Mustang, trying to look for some redemption. And next to him is another one of our point leaders, the one who did win the tiebreaker after winning last week, Psycho Bitchataro in the Swiffer Mustang.
Tsuyu Asui in the PlayStation Impala will start next to Meggy Splitzer in the Menards Charger.
Up next, we got a couple of Camrys over here as we got Christopher Diaz. And next to him, we got low count number 1, Uraka. Oh boy. Finger licking not so good, I say.
Phineas Flynn and the iHeartRadio machine will be next to Clyde McBride in this brand new temporary contract until the end of the year in that glitch Mustang.
Being subject to renegotiation after the year, Laura Malta in the Mavis Tire and Brakes Mustang. And next to Laura Malta, alright, NASCAR, this is your fault, so I'm not helping you this time. William Sawalich is forced to bring out somebody, and that is himself. Sorry, JGR, you gotta get Eric Amarola in there. Good freaking luck. This is your fault.
Annabelle Alberti in the Circle K Impala right next to Riley Anderson in the Carl's Jr. machine.
Up next, we got a couple of those guys. Roby Vogan, 5-hour energy charger. And we got Anna Spork and the Monster Energy Charger. Yeah, there's going to be some news about them. Yeah, there's going to be some news about that later on in the race, though.
Lana Loud in the Bucky's Charger will be next to Justin Allgaier in the branded Professional Agriculture Impala.
Up next, we finally got parts of his bombs back. Deku, the Bandit Namco Camry. And Morgan McGill in the Stranger Things First Shadow Impala.
Melody Purple, and alongside her will be Zoe Persons in the Double X Impala.
Well, this is another Fox Motorsports entry. Georgia Hart's the Sam's Club Charger, and we got Ryan Truex in the Oscar Mayer Impala.
Ito Teiji will be starting in a Sirius XM Mustang right next to Romina Ortiz in the Cinemax Mustang.
Then we got Len Lau Jr. with the Georgia Bulldogs Charger. And we got Daniel Bogdasarev, the UPS Chevrolet.
Tyler Reddick in the DoorDash Impala will be starting next to Jimmy Johnson in the Lowe's Impala.
Up next, we have Desiree Hudson, the Hard Cone Chevrolet. Look, I'm taking a risk here. And Jasmine Prime going triple duty this weekend, this time here with the Kroger Impala.
Gavrilankov Dennis in the Snicker Bites Mustang will be next to Shoto Todoroki in the KFC Camry.
Then we got Lazaria Smith in that Claire's Charger. And then we got last year's winner, who's not looking so good if we saw earlier's race. Why did I say it like that, bruh? The Tillamoda Mustang. Just move on before I lose myself here.
And Bunchoey will be starting up next to Nino Lahive.
And then we got Mark Games and the person who gets the coconut. Sorry, Corolla Joy, this is why Double E's better for you. Alrighty then, now with that mess out of the way, let's get to our predictions to see who wins this race. And this time, we have a surprise guest. We'll show you who that surprise guest is in just a moment's time. But I'm going to start with Angel before I get to the crew. Angel, who do you have?
I think for this one, we're going to have to go with somebody who is near the front, but also going to be acting like a dark horse. And my dark horse pick for this one, you're not going to like it. Ochako Uraraka is who I'm picking to win this race.
Sir! Alright, you did say a low count. You did say dark horse, so I get you. Rick, Anthony, anybody else?
Well, for this one, if there's a driver that has been proving to be battling for the points lead, it's Saiko Bichitaru, but don't count her out yet because she has what it takes to run up front. So I think Saiko Bichitaru is going to be the winner. Spontaneous? For this one, mates, I think I'm gonna go with someone who is a little bit of a safer option, and I don't know if that's gonna be the case for me, but I'm gonna go with a very long shot. Last year's winner, Luz Nacida, I think she's gonna get 2 in a row. A lot of drivers have been talking about Cloud's dominance in the qualifying session, but no one has talked about Smart Motorsports going up on 4th and 6th place. And I think I'm going to have to agree with the leadership and performance. Saiko Bichitaru is going to be your winner today.
And before I make my pick, I got a special guest here. We managed to get this one on the track just in time. We do have her at the other side of the screen. And surprise, surprise. Hey, Tari, how you doing over there at the motorhome?
Well, I'm okay. Well, sort of okay. I'm gonna have to wear this for the next 5 to 7 weeks. Just
it's okay. It's alright. I decided we have a little special guest over here, Tari, so I'm gonna let you pick a winner.
Well, for this one, I may be going a little bit biased, but I think that Karen is gonna do magic. Oh, okay.
Okay, fair enough. I'll go last in this case. If it annoyed me earlier, it's probably going to annoy me again, let's be honest. But I'm going to pick the least of the 3 evils out of this pack. And I'm going to go with Eileen Galvin. She has been the one that has been struggling in the console out equipment over the past month. And with the crew chief changes coming along, it will not surprise me at the slightest if we go back-to-back on pole winners taking home the victory here in the AT&T Grand National Series.
Well, if you pick Eileen Galvin, then that means that you're going to pick Napa to pretty much do a clean sweep of the lower divisions.
Let's not add salt to the wound, please.
I mean,
shut up before I stab you.
I mean, that's what you pick. That's what
I know,
you pick, man.
I know, man. But before we start the engines, I'm gonna very, very quickly go over the drivers who failed to make the show. I got Car Herrera, Jay McMurray got knocked out, Jalika Colfin got knocked out again, the 60th Austin Hill got KO'd, and Arnelli Camille. Now I got through these just in time. Let's have over to hear our command.
Drivers, start your engines!
And here we go. The cars are rolling out. 90 laps are going to be ran around here, assuming that rain shows up. The minimum is 45, but I think we have a problem, maybe. Can we check the logs real quick?
No problems. No problems at all.
Okay. Phew! That was close. But they already said it. Consuelo dominated qualifying throughout the weekend, and they were ready to go for a clean sweep until that incident between Ryan Truex and Tari Smith resulted in qualifying being canceled, and we have to go by practice times. But we'll explain more about that when we get to tomorrow's event.
Yeah. And of course, sound lap at lap 18, competition caution at lap 15.
Oh, yep. Competition caution at lap 15, and for the second weekend in a row, there will be another silent lap. So, keep that in mind as we get ready to go for this weekend. As here we go to the restart zone, we're kicking off the Candyman 250 here in Nashville. And as we expected, Consuelo 1, 2, 3 managing to get to the lead here on lap number 1. We are running 90, and he just said it. Competition caution will take place on lap 15. So we're going to have a short stint here. But then once we get the competition caution, everyone will get the opportunity to pit, and then we'll go from there. So
Look at
more
fourth
likely.
place.
Yep. Yeah, we're seeing fourth place right now. Sebastian Nava managed to get to a lane of his own to clear Sue and Karen for the position, as he is one of the more fortunate drivers who did start in the outside lane. Regina Sabat hanging on to second at the moment. That outside lane proven to be somewhat strong, maybe not super strong, because I do see some drivers losing a ton of spots over there. But they are just hoping for one to two things to happen. Either get to the inside lane as soon as possible, or for a caution to come out. Because my goodness, if you get stuck in the outside lane more often than not, you are going to be screwed eventually. So
Try to get Dale's ass over here. Don't worry about Oswe.
those are some good words right there. Try to focus on the driver you are next to, not the driver who is directly behind you. Those are some good words. As
Still wants to get directly behind, and here comes Karen.
Oh, yep, here comes Karen, the winner from Toledo just a few weeks ago, trying to get to the inside. Unfortunately, did not get in there on time. This is one of the first few races that Karen has ever run in the Cricket NR League at a track larger than a mile. So she is trying to feel the car out, see what she can do. The objective here, keep the car clean.
And look
if
at
she
that.
can keep...
Look at that. Her and Psycho didn't found any problem whatsoever to get to the inside.
Yeah,
it wasn't as troublesome as you said.
Yeah, not too troublesome. I mean, if you start in the first few rows, it's easier for you naturally, including if you start in the last couple of rows. But right now, Karen having a bit of a hard time trying to get past Sue, because that outside lane early in the stint is looking really fast right now. Speaking of fast, Eileen Galvin unsurprisingly gets the fastest lap, but it's early, and a lot of things can change later on.
Anyways, let's take a look at that travesty going from the rear all the way to the front. 40th place for Luz Noceda.
Yeah, somebody did pick Luz to win. Unfortunately, she may have to rely on strategy above all else. I mean, I hate to say it. She may have to. I mean, there has been a few drivers that did start towards the rear of the field that did get some good results, gaining over 20-25 positions overall to get a good finish anyhow. So if they were able to do it earlier, Luz Noceda could certainly be able to do so with some pit strategy.
Oh yes, look at the gap right now. The top four have caught up on the rest of the field.
Yeah, Sebastian Nava and the Roush Racing team, they wanted to make the 20 car the best that it can be. It has gotten nailed and screwed over so many times in the last 6 weeks. So they are trying to build something in that 20, because it's been an emotional roller coaster. Let's be honest here. I mean, it all started with Texas, where a controversial restart and a penalty they still haven't gotten a verdict for yet somehow. But anyway, the 20 got screwed over by a last-minute black flag that did give Psycho her first win of the year. And then a couple of weeks later, they raced at Dover. And after an appeal that was sent by Roush himself, debut driver Carolina Bradley managed to take home the win. But despite the one-off, they're looking for a more stable driver that can stick around the long run to get some victories and possibly make him a dark horse to climb up to the standings just enough to make the chase just in time as well. And at the moment, he is behind the trio of Casa Loud cars. Let's just hope this ain't a clone for the truck race. For those who know, I ain't gonna say it. Go watch it. But we are 5 laps away to the competition yellow as we see Annabelle Alberti. She hasn't been going too hot as of late. And seeing Annabelle Alberti up here, it's a good feeling. I mean, just in the top 10 barely. But Annabelle Alberti could be looking, at least early on, to get a first great finish in quite a bit.
Oh yeah, and she's also looking to get a win. Right now, running 10th ain't that bad, but you gotta make some moves. I mean, top 10 is great, but you know your crew chief can tell you, hey, yeah, we have a top 5 car. You can keep pushing.
Yeah, keep pushing indeed, and they can't afford to make many more mistakes. I mean, I'm not going to emphasize on this just yet because we're only at the end of May, but there are 10 races remaining until the chase begins for the AT&T Grand National Series. And if there's a time to go from a near bottom to first challenge, this is the time to do so. Not that great of a sign right there. Tight car means not good opportunity to pass. They may need to make an adjustment whenever we do get to that competition yelling to field laps.
Yeah, that is true. And look at that. Oh, look at Sebastian. He's still keeping up. No, look at Sue. She's trying to make ground.
She's another driver who needs a really good run like she has been in the last week or two. Sue, somebody I mentioned earlier in the week to be a driver who could be real hot in the coming month of June. I mean, we saw Psycho be very hot in May. We saw Dale be very hot in April. Imagine Sue being in contention to take the points lead, and it's not impossible because we remember where Psycho was at the start of the year. After, what, 3 DNQs I believe it was?
Yeah.
3 in a row? After 3 DNQs in a row, who would have thought that she would be in the points lead? Sue could potentially be that character closer to the chase.
Caution, comp yellow.
Yep, there it is, folks. Caution will come out for the comp yellow as Cosalo did everything they could to hog up the first 3 spots.
Well, remember what we saw in the truck race. It was more about pit strategy and how you timed your pit stops. Because remember, that the big decider for that race was the money stop.
It was the money stop indeed. This is where we saw drivers who were hanging in the back for the majority of the race manage to find themselves in the front and gained a whole lot of positions doing so. So because of which, here comes the cars. They'll be coming in for their pit stop since now it is open since it was closed for the first 15 laps of this show. And now we're going to head to our pit reporters to see what these cars are going to come up with, to see if they can make them any better throughout the next couple of stints, as we welcome Dale Bush.
I have one thing.
Cars have been the cars have been running 1, 2, 3, but Dale Bush says that is not enough. He has requested a chassis adjustment on this 89 machine. Crew Chief Chad Canals said, let's add a little bit of wedge to loosen up that car a little bit. 4 tires on that 89 machine, spontaneous. Feeling rather comfortable in that 36. Regina Servant doesn't want any more adjustments. 4 tires and trying to go away as fast as she can. She's struggling a little bit with a pit stop, but she will get out, although losing a lot of positions.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me!
Karen Catfish feeling a little bit unstable with the car. They added 4 tires, chassis setup, as well as a full tank of gas.
Well, a few people got bleeped on pit road because Annabelle O'Berty somehow managed to shot through. Psycho had issues on pit road because I see she fell off quite a bit. But yeah, Regina Servant also fell off a bit, but only fell to 5th, so not too bad for Regina. But
we're gonna go on our second
others lap. Are trying to. Yeah, Psycho lost a lot of positions because I don't see her in the top half of the field.
Second lap.
Well, I guess that's what they call a silent lap.
Thank you, Rowdy.
Yeah,
Thank
okay.
you, Rowdy.
Yeah, like we said. Alright, I will be fair here to the folks at home who are wondering, why are we doing this for a second consecutive week? Well, in their defense, all the races this weekend have all been named after Rowdy Cowbush himself, including the Candyman 250 here tonight, as, yep, there's somebody who managed to have problems on pit road. I don't know how in the world they have problems on pit road, but we are all over the place on that pit stop, so nobody knows anymore.
Yes, we take a look at the audio from we took a look listen to the audio of Dale Bush. He managed to screw out teammate Regina Servant coming out of pit road. Go 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 go. You got her. You got her. You come in second. You come in second. Watch the 20. Watch the 20. Watch the 20. Watch the 20. There we go.
Hey, don't yell at me, you. I saw her.
That's jump 4.
Off.
That was the audio from Dale Bush, and during the pit stop at the moment that he came out of pit road. And here's the audio from the 89 as they are about to go green.
What the do we need to do?
Try to attempt to restart here, Dale. I think Eileen may make a small mistake here.
Okay, I'm just worried about the cars behind me, mainly the 01.
Yeah, I know. Frog bitch fast.
And did she is?
that was
Here
funny.
we go again.
That was funny from Dale Bush's audio, honestly.
I know, right? I'm still here.
Oh, forgot to disconnect the radio. Sorry.
Good job, Dale.
You.
Okay, here we go. Okay, Cody.
Meanwhile, the Glazing team's still in the lead, but what are you gonna do? Alright, so we are gonna head to our first restart of the night, as we're about to start the second stint on these tires. Plenty of positions did change around here, and we'll see how it all plays out as they get ready to go back to green. And get into the restart zone, we are back green here in Nashville. Dale Bush wants to get to the outside lane immediately.
Whoa!
Not gonna get there.
Whoa!
Yeah,
He swerved it. He swerved it down. And because of that, he's gonna be side by side.
Yep, he's gonna be side by side. I see Regina trying to be side by side by Sue, and Karen to be side by side with Annabella. Here they are, trying to warm up those tires. Remember how the outside lane was very strong. Once we get to a few laps of the stint, we're going to see how strong it is once again. As Dale Bush tries to take the lead, but no avail so far. Ooh. I see one successful overtake so far, a little bit behind them.
Yeah, I saw one as well.
Mm-hmm.
You see how that outside line is going really good for the 25, and and she's still gonna be nose to tail with that 89. Neck and neck, Dale. Neck and neck.
Oh, I see that. Maggie forced it 3 wide.
She did, trying to get past Karen.
Yeah, and Karen trying to get to the inside of Sue shortly thereafter.
Stay behind, sweet.
Oh, as we have the battle for the lead continuing to be at Eileen's advantage here, trying to hang on. Sebastian Nava holding on to third, as the outside lane is apparently weakening for some reason. Oh, Regina got it loose, and now that might be 3 wide again, potentially.
Yeah, they're trying to look for a 3 wide over here, and Regina seemed like, she lost a lot of time in that pit, and I think those adjustments are not going really good for that 36 machine.
Ugh. Yeah, I mean, the 36 not making progress. The 03 is now back to not making progress herself. 7 has been losing a few spots. But right now, the battle for the lead is still raging on. Dale Bush trying to find any edge he can. But Eileen Galvin, who needs the run to get into the top 12 in the points. If she wins this race, then I can tell you right now, Eileen Galvin will be back in the conversation when it comes to possibly making the chase.
Still there, Dale. Still there.
Yeah, still there indeed. As Eileen Galvin looks like she may clear Dale. Not yet.
Not yet,
Not yet.
though. But
Yep.
she's having a little bit of help there from Sebastian Nava.
Yeah, possibly getting some help there. As we still see how strong the outside lane is. Not very strong, but it is strong nonetheless. As you see, we got about with 2 lanes here. Is the Eileen Galvin, Sebastian Nava on one side. On the other, you have Sue and Dale Bush. But Sue backing out. And the 03 is going to be losing another spot.
But like modern gladiators, those 3 actually, yeah, we're gonna count the Sebastian Nava into this battle. These 3 are putting on a show, and we're only approaching a third of the race distance.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much at the moment, but really no position change as Eileen Galvin did clear Dale Bush for the lead. Oh boy. Well, who knew we had a Dunkin' Donuts near this track? I didn't know.
Try to fend off 89 over here. Still there. Still there. And we see some more battles behind them. Look at that. The 36 of Regina Servant trying to put up some fight. Not only against Suyu Asri, but also trying to catch up to the 20 of Sebastian.
Yeah, I see that. I mean, we have plenty of battles that have been raging on, and not many cars have been able to gain, or in some cases, even lose a few spots. They have mainly been all over the place. Oh, Maggie, what are you doing? Trying to force the ring wide again? Maggie!
And she's trying to force it because she knows that Karen is coming.
Well, not only that, Maggie is another one of the drivers who needs a good run if she wants to be in contention for the driver's chase. And here's the funny thing.
Put us in that situation. What a bitch.
Oh, for the love of Pete. Seamus! What did I tell you about censoring crap like that? But yeah, anyway.
You can hear Sue's displeasure with the 10.
You can hear it from here, that's for sure. As you see the pack behind them for the final spots of the top 10. Meanwhile, you have drivers still hanging on. Annabelle Roberti trying to get a spot back from the 03. As I see Phineas Flynn trying to hang on to the top 10. I see Christopher Diaz holding them off. Clyde McBride trying to get into the conversation here. And now Clyde McBride has a pretty good opportunity. Yes, still being paid by the Mexican government. But regardless, Clyde just out of the top 10. Trying to get clear to 78, but nothing yet.
Still going on.
Yeah.
But it seems like they're leaving him alone in that inside line.
That might be a little concerning. As we are waiting patiently to see any other development. Yeah, the outside lane, especially if you get the 2 left tires at the outer end of the grip there, you might actually be able to find something.
Lana Loud has made a lot of progress ever since the jump of the green flag.
That might be a car to watch out for. I mean, she did not start in the front, but she is trying to see if she can make some progress at the outside lane. We haven't seen how the outside lane has been working out on the long run just yet, but we are getting towards the end of the shorter stint. So we'll see if around this point the outside lane can still control the race, or will the tires die out? Because that is something to put into consideration here, as it looks like Columbia McBride might be able to hold off long enough for now. Sue trying to hold off a charging Meggie Splitzer. Meggie has been consistent ever since her return to the 10, but no big breakthrough.
Yeah, nothing has been going on the 10 car.
Yeah, I mean, other than staying in the front, it is getting pretty clear to me that the 10 is setting priority to Meggie Splitzer from College Racing. However, nothing big has come out yet. And I'm thinking out of the big teams that have won a race so far, one of the big teams that haven't visited victory lane yet is College Racing. So if Meggie Splitzer can get it under control over here, she could potentially pop out a win before the regular season's up. But she needs to do it fast, because she is one of those drivers who need a very good and long string of great finishes if she wants to have a shot to make it into the top 12. And one way to do that, get past all these drivers, especially the unpassable freaking tracks. I'm gonna be honest.
You say that, meanwhile up front, Dale is back for round 2.
Here we go again. Here's our Dunkin' Donuts cam. Dale Bush trying to see if he can get past the 25 by any means necessary. However, so far, nothing big. I did see a lot of cars here be a bit slower on the exit, so I think the tires are starting to take their effect. But by how much exactly?
That's going to be the big case right here, but right now Dale is keeping up with the 25 Ling Galvano. Remember, he won this race, but in the Craig Cup Series last year. So he knows how to go to victory lane here in Nashville.
You make a good point. Dale trying to find that clean air, but nothing yet. That is a complicated position about being right behind the leader in an unpassable track. You need a lot of clean air to have a remote shot. And even when you do have the clean air, you need to bump them out of the way at the right time to get past the position. But since there's no 3 wide being forced, it doesn't make the situation any better for the 89. So they'll have to rely on... They may need to rely on pit strategy if they want to have a shot to get past that 25, in which we will not be seeing pit stops probably until lap... I want to say 55. I might be wrong.
You could be, as we see a new fastest lap.
Yep. Right now it does say that... Good grief, Meggie Splitzer. How many more times are you going to get that?
Yeah, she's the fastest, okay?
Yeah. She has gotten this reward way more than once this season. You don't want to know how many.
Yeah, and to an extent we can say that if we were counting fastest laps since the start of the year and she gotten all of them, she would have been on route for Queen Sweep.
You can say that, as Meggie is now behind both Sue and Regina. Tari is right there. Not Tari. Karen is right there. This is going to take us a bit. Don't mind us.
Yeah, as we're seeing here, the 20 of Sebastian now. He's actually doing a pretty good job keeping up with these two Castellar cars by himself.
Yep. And they have brought in some very good equipment this week, specifically for the 20.
Whoa,
and they are
trying to move, teammate.
But it's not going to work. The outside lane still seems to be somewhat strong. But how much stronger will it be before they need to go pit? Dale to the inside, possibly for the lead. Maybe not yet, because here's the 25 once again. Trying to pull out, trying to clear the 89, but it's not going to work this time.
Yeah, they're
Sebastian
still side by
Nava.
side. Where will Sebastian go?
Sebastian might need to push the 89 to have a chance, but the 25 still holds strong.
Oh, he got the run! Dale got the run!
Dale got the run, takes it to 20, and it looks like Dale will lead this lap.
Yeah, new leader. The 89 of Dale Bush, but the question is, can he clear the 25?
Right now, that's going to be a big no. As Eileen Galvin gets the momentum, she may have a chance to clear the 89.
No, she doesn't.
Not yet. Not yet. Dale Bush still has the advantage.
Who's going to lead the lap? Oh,
it's going to be Dale again. Dale leads 2 consecutive laps as we are going to the halfway point of this race. Sebastian Nava just lost it, but now he's gaining speed from the outside lane, getting away from the 36.
It seems like Eileen wants the 20 to come back and help.
Meanwhile, the Dunkin' Donuts shop is going to its glaze mode. You see all 3 of the Castellano cars joined up by Sue. In close bird's eye view, Maggie and Karen are right there for the action.
And Dale has led on the lap again. Let's see. Oh! Now it got a little bit shaky. And that is going to be a big problem for Dale because without Nava, he cannot complete the move.
Not at all, as we are still begging one question here, Angel. When are we going to see green flag pit stops? Because that is something that it looks like they're going to have to do at least once here. As we are now counting down to the end of this race, and I should say this, race is official. If we see rain and it delays for too long, we will not hesitate to call the race. So keep that in mind as we head down to not so many laps to go.
And there it is. Dale finally clears the 25.
Yep, Dale Bush will secure the lead at last. Eileen Galvin trying to gain some speed to the outside lane. Oh,
yeah, she clears the 20. Not going to be
there. Yep, she at least clears the 20. As Dale Bush now takes control of this group of 7. All separated by 0.8 of a second. As Regina Servant goes to the outside lane. And we have pit stops.
Yeah, we have a couple of starters. So, yeah, that means that the stand of pit stops has started. And look at that. The majority of the field pitting early because they want to get ahead of the Castellano cars.
They need to be quick, though, including the 04 who made a mistake on the last pit stop.
And now Dale Bush knows. If you want to win this race, you better have a great pit stop, but we'll see if he comes in a pit road now. Yes, he does, but no, Eileen says, nah. Good luck on your part.
Yep. And right now, I do believe they will. She wants to have a shot to get ahead of everybody else. She cannot afford a bad stop here. Is Psycho seriously having another bad stop? Really?
Well, that was as we hear the next here comes Dale. They're gonna go full tires, full tank of gas, and of course, a little adjustment to the track bar. That 89 car is also going to receive some tape on the grill. According to Dale, the thing is running too cool for comfort. 20 of Sebastian Nava, 4 tires. Chassis setup had a much better stuff than Dale Bush, but unfortunately cannot get in front.
They'll be separated. There's Karen. She's short-stopped.
And she could have the lead.
She might be the leader, but we're going to have to wait and see how everybody else does because we have late stoppers.
Taking a little bit longer on the fuel line for the 25 of Eileen Galvan, but she finally gets out. She will be away.
Yep.
And right now, yeah,
Early.
Karen Catfish is the leader.
Karen Catfish had to change seats at the last moment. The officials did allow her to keep the position. Somehow. I don't know how that happened. Probably a miscue on their part. But it doesn't matter though, as Karen has the lead and it's by 1.3 seconds. But remember, that gap can easily be closed down, because if you saw the truck race earlier, those who work together, those who get the draft, are those who are able to close down the competition. And right now, it might not look good for Dale, or for the two, third and fourth, Sebastian Nava, and now Loud is in this. They could potentially find themselves in a position where they could close down the old three during this stint and be prepared for the next round of pit stops, because here's the thing. Everybody will need to go one more time. Because I did count, it was about 35 laps. 35 laps for a stint. So that means everybody will need to pit one more time. I do not think field strategy will be a factor here.
And you saw the gap distance. It is now to almost a full second flat. Dale Busch is actually doing really good despite not having any help.
Yep, and that's because draft is a big factor here. You would think for a type of track like this, only being about 1.3 miles, something like that, you would not be able to get so much draft here. But with the high speeds and the handling that you need in the corners, it is actually useful around here to have the draft. And because of it, it is working. And they will get to the old three pretty soon.
We'll see a big stack of monster stack up over here between all these cars. Jasmine Prime, what a shout out in the top 10.
Yeah, even though she did pit earlier than everybody else, it did help her just a little bit, as she is now inside the top 10, gained a bunch of positions, and now she's out here possibly being in the conversation. And also remember this, she is one of the drivers that I believe is on the bubble in the current chase, and if she gets a great finish here, there's a probability she will be in the top 12 exiting tonight. So this might be a big deal for Jasmine, as she currently navigates in 8th.
Yes, it is. Right now, we're going to keep an eye on the leaders once again. Look at Dale!
Yep, look at Dale, look at Nava. They are closing down the old three of Karen.
And the good thing right now for Sebastian, he knows that not only does he have a good car, but also he knows that Dale has a car that can provide him a lot of aerodynamics.
Yep, exactly. For a track that you would think it wouldn't matter for aerodynamics, here they are, and here's the thing. As of right now, it looks like it could be a 3, maybe 4 horse race if Len Loud Jr. over there can catch up. But as of right now, this could potentially be a 3 horse race, and knowing that everybody will need to pit one more time before this is over, this could still be anybody's race. Heck, it could even be a race for somebody that's far behind right now, only by simply pitting early. So we'll wait and see how that works out for everybody, as right now we could potentially see the battle for the lead between the 03, the 89, and the 20. Remember that these are new tires, new stints, which means the outside lane could be useful, except for small groups like this, where help means everything.
And we're going to see if Dale, if he goes to the outside, he hopes that Sebastian may help him.
We'll see about that, because right now they're all in the same lane.
Oh, we see one car falling off. Wow, Jasmine, she fell off rather quickly.
Yeah, not only her, but a couple other drivers have fallen off quickly, as I see Annabelle Alberti trying to catch up. I see Eileen Galvin back in the top 10.
Yeah, she's back, and here comes Dale for the
Yep.
lead.
Yeah, and basically Dale decided to lead the lap, but watch out, Dale. I have to get the frying pans ready.
Oh boy, now he hopes to be behind the old three of Terran now.
Right now you want to be behind the old three, but Sebastian now says, nope, I want Costello to be hit with a frying pan, and then I'll have a frying pan special at the Dunkin' Donuts nearby.
Look at Dale,
Oh
he's starting to
my
put some distance. He's starting to put some distance on Sebastian Nava.
Yeah, and basically giving Karen a lot of issues at the moment, as the 20 not willing to work with his Ford teammate at all, as he is setting Dale Bush up for a couple of frying pans in a moment. As Karen, just having issues with keeping the car fast in the outside lane, decides to give up the first and second positions, as we are down to less than 30 to go in this event.
Oh yes, we already completed over two-thirds of this race. Look at Lindau Jr. running in fourth by herself. I gotta say, not bad of a day for the University of Georgia machine.
I mean, the 14 could still have a shot. They just need some help. The 14 still has a pretty good chance to get the win, assuming she pits earlier than the top 3 and get an excellent pit stop. So basically, she's open for some mistakes to happen, and or for her to spend the next 20 laps closing down the pack. Because like I said, everybody will need to pit one more time before the end of the race. And at this point, this is the window now that if you pit here, you'll be good for the rest of the way. Because next time by will be 25 to go in this race.
Yeah, you want to be that one that pits earlier. And I think that if the math goes correctly, Dale Bush could be going for an early stop, but we have to remember that sometimes the winners come from the back, and we saw that last weekend in the Cricket Cup race with Marva Keita.
Yeah, how the heck do you manage to use a championship provisional only to win the race? As... Oh, wait a minute, wrong person. But...
Oh.
We are getting very close to Casa being Casa bonked, as the 89 is still leading the charge, as we have a possible position change for the, I believe, the 5th position. Yep, 5th position, as Eileen Galvin trying to get past the 10 and Maggie Splitzer to get the possession, as we are now on the brain rot number.
And look at Sebastian. He's keeping
Dale
up
Bush.
with Dale.
Yeah, not only that, Karen's running into issues with maintaining with the pack. Now, I don't know what they did, the old 3, to not make it look that good. But for Dale Bush, congratulations, you decided to pass too early, and because of that...
Oh my god.
Don't worry, there's another one coming in a couple of laps.
Oh god.
What in the world? All the drivers are in the lead lap.
Yep, all drivers are in the lead lap. And no
What
one is
in the world is this? Okay. Well, I know somebody's upset about that. Wink, wink. Boo, no carnage. Boo. How about how Kazaki Bakigo explode a part of the track and then we have a 10-car wreck? Yay, carnage.
Yeah, that would be shot at the moment, but right now we gotta give a shout out. Sebastian Nava has been really good. I mean,
he did qualify 5th. Oh, he might go on the inside. Not yet. Not yet, but he may have solidified something for Dale Bush. It's gonna happen in 5, 4, 3, 2. There we go.
And we're approaching the 20 to go mark, which I'm think it could be a good time if you want a short pit. I mean, the good strategy right now is to do the Marvacada and not go all the way to the end of your fuel run and just go out, hope that a caution comes out.
Yeah.
Or for the cycle to just go out.
Yeah, because I mean, if I can take an approximate guess for the Psycho, I say as early as 10 to go will be when they pit. However, it could probably be as early as 5 to go, because I do believe that nobody would be able to save enough fuel to get to the finish, as we had Needle Lahaith, the first one that could go a lap down.
Which is surprising considering we haven't seen a single car going down. Here it is. And we're going to see how long it takes for the leader to catch up.
Nothing too crazy yet. Yeah, I say about 2/3 of a lap down if I had to take a guess.
Oh, yeah.
But that's just me. So I do not think that unless we have craziness on pit road that we will see lap traffic play a factor here. And even if so, all of them have met the minimum speed, nor have damage for some odd reason. So, yeah, I don't know what to say on that one, man.
Oh, look at Eileen.
Yep, Eileen Galvin is still trying to pass.
It seems,
yes! Me!
And
Wait, jinxed it!
Oh!
Wait, jinxed it! And now you see the yellow. Oh boy. This changes everything. As the wreck actually started closer to... Oh. Wait a minute. It started with the 72 blowing up.
Got into Clyde and... Oh.
What? Clyde, do you know when to let off? As we got... Oh my god!
Ochako did the locale again!
Oh, for Pete's sakes. Well, that's going to end Ochako's day. Ochako cannot afford that. She needed good finish all the way, as all the leaders are taking the Smart Avenue and pitting right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the locale.
Dale Bush now going for a smarter stop. He wants to go for 4 tires, but at the same time, he might take it there very easily on fuel. Not going all the way, but just a little top off. That could be enough for him to make the full distance. He would still need to watch out for the 20. The 20 is coming up with a head of steam. He gets in front.
Yeah, as Karen ends up losing multiple possessions because she got held up by the 20. Oh, that might end up resulting in some displeasure there. Trying to take somebody out of contention because of pit road BS. Who's seen this before? But wait a minute, what the heck happened to Luz?
She lost her hood on the last pit stop, but
I don't think she was involved in the wreck.
Oh, she was. She was involved. We're gonna take a look and see her point of view.
Okay, I guess we can do that. Oh, you're right, she was involved. Let's take a look at the 34. Dear Lord, 72 went for a ride.
Oh, yeah.
Can you rewind a little bit to when the 72 is in the air of the 34th point of view so I can get a screenshot of it?
You know what, Seb? I think it's a good time for you to say your line.
Once I get the screen...
You happy?
Race at Nashville, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Carry on.
My God.
That is a good caption for that. That is a good caption. Jeez Louise. But you see what happened with the 20, forcing Karen to lose 1, 2, 3, 4 positions on pit road. Probably effectively taking Karen out of contention for the win. by forcing her to wait an extra second. That has been the issue with these pit lanes, because from what I heard, the pit lane here have been tight, similar to last week. So, because of which, it did cause some chaos in pit road throughout the race, but remember, everybody will be good on feel to wrap it up. And also remember, I do believe we have no lap cars in this race, but we do have a couple of drivers that did DNF out of this. You did see the 72 with Diaz and the 6 of Uraka, but others that joined them in here, you got the 11, Lazarius Smith is out, Melody Purple DNF, Zoe Persons not in a good position either, and that's pretty much it for the DNF. So,
Yeah,
not many DNFs, we finally have our carnage, but when we restart, it will be about 13 to go maybe, but Maggie Splitzer, still the fastest lap, and at this rate, you may as well give her the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, I think she's the queen of the fast lap.
Yeah, this is kind of ridiculous. Who's better fastest lap, Maggie and AT&T or Maggie and Cricket Cup? The answer? They're both the same picture.
Oh yeah, definitely. As we are about to go green over here, the pace car lights are off.
My goodness, I just saw the image on social media there. Race at Nashville, they said. It'll be fun, they said. And yep, there's your answer, folks. Oh my goodness. So, you see the restart and where they're going to be lined up. I'm going to be honest. It'll not surprise me if we have to open up that glazed donuts over there once again today. But we have seen passes for the lead at multiple occasions, so it could still be a race where Sebastian Nava could potentially win. Or maybe somebody from the back. I mean, Maggie Splitzers had a fast car. Eileen Galvan had a quick car. I mean, maybe Karen can find a way. So when she has to wreck somebody for it at this point. But it still could be anybody's race, assuming they pick up the aggression.
Oh, yes.
As pace car goes in, probably for the last time tonight. As Dale Bush will lead them back to the green, cause a loud chopping block. As we're on the green flag here in Nashville.
You see, Dale had a pretty calm restart. Not the restart that the 20 of Sebastian Nava wanted, because he hoped that Dale would just pounce over to the outside line, which that didn't happen.
Not only that, the outside lane is pretty strong in the early stint. And usually you need a lot of help from somebody else at the inside to push it to the victory. Now, I don't know if they want to help anybody get the victory at this point since we're going late in the run. Now with 12 remaining, will anybody have a chance to get past the 89? As Eileen Galvin and Maggie Splitzer are fastest cars in the long run, maybe not so much in the short stat right now.
And look at that. It's two. Dale and Sebastian, they're pulling away.
Huh.
And we've seen these two nose to tail in the second half of this race.
Yeah, I mean, they really have. I mean, ever since Regina's event had those pit issues, and the 25, unfortunately, just couldn't get the right strategy in. It has resulted in these two for the majority of the second half. The only thing that can really re-rack the field now is another caution or another wreck that could give anybody an opportunity. But even then... Penny like a dumbass, exactly. But now at 10 laps remaining, Sebastian Nava needs to help. However, there is still a battle possibly. No, Maggie Splitzer got cleared. Maybe she could help in this situation. Maybe she could help Sebastian Nava finally get redemption and give the 20 what they need. A morale booster. They need it bad. 9 to go.
And you see right here, I mean, these two fighting, I think that's what at the beginning of the year, team owner Jackson Roush imagined, the honor of fighting against the best, the so-called best team in the Grand National Series. And it's going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to be honest with you, I mean, it was really battle of the best teams, but in actuality, I mean, we've had 3 or 4 teams that have been the best in the last several weeks. I mean, you can name Roush, you can name Casa Loud, Glitch is also up there, but there's always that one more, and I don't know what the heck it is, but I'm pretty sure they're there anyway. But we are down. As the laps count down, we are getting to the territory where the caution could potentially end the race under the yellow. 7 remaining here. As Sebastian Nava waiting to see when he can line up an attempt. Remember, he doesn't need to clear to 89. He just needs to get past him at the right time. Because we've seen it with Dale passing Eileen Galvin. Took him a long time to get cleared, but what was important was he beat them where it counted.
And you see, and you mentioned Eileen Galvan, and she's now in this fight as well.
Yeah, Eileen Galvan, right now in 4th. This is truly going to be a possible 4-horse race for the win, but realistically, it's probably going to go between Dale Bush and the 20, unless we turn up the aggression, but right now, there's just a big old train with nothing happening at the moment. As we are going to be down to 5 to go here at Nashville. Dale Bush seeing nothing from Sebastian somehow. Maggie Splitzer not helping the 20 any. Neither is the 25.
But I think we gotta give a shout out over here. Shout out to Karen Catfish, keeping that car in the top 5.
Yeah, I mean, for Karen, I mean, she is pulling in a good impression for the L3. I mean, at this point, I mean, take what you can get here. I mean, even if Tari is not going to be there, Tari is physically at the track. She is at her motorhome, and because of which, she will be fortunate enough to get the points according to the rulebook that we did reveal a couple hours ago during the pre-race show. But at less than 4 to go now, going into 3 to go, Dale Bush is not seeing any movement from Sebastian Nava. Seb needs help from Maggie, and he needs to make the pass very soon. 3 to go.
And Eileen trying to go for the pass on 3rd place underneath Maggie Splitzer. I don't think that was a smart idea.
No, it was not, because now Eileen Galvin's going to fall back. Sebastian Nava still can't get to the inside. Maggie been trying to help him get faster, but apparently for some reason nothing. 2 to go here, and Nava really needs to do something quick. But maybe we have to get some donuts after this race, let's be honest. We have to get donuts after the truck race.
Look at Dale, he's pulling away.
Yep. Congratulations, Dale. You pretty much forced us to go eat at the Glazed Donuts again after the race. As we go out to turn 4, we're going to have the white flag sponsored by Wells Fargo's Bank, which luckily is not a Dunkin' Donuts.
Dale only missed 1 race, only lost the points lead for that race, and guess what? He's going to get the points lead again.
I can show you a glazer. But while we say that, as we come to turn number 4, looks like I need to get the magic carpet again. Congrats, Dale Bush. You helped Angel win his own league again.
That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. They helped Angel win his own dang league again.
That's just great, Dale. You're the man. You are the man. Oh, we had a change in the fast lap at the last second. Oh, we had a caution now, Cody.
What the? Oh, great. We have to reveal that. Seriously? You can't afford to get into a wreck, sir. But, as a matter of fact, I think I can say that for both people. Let's just see what happened here, because... like, after we register everything, we're gonna have to take a look at what happened here.
Yeah,
because something here did not add up.
Yeah, I just saved the results in case this thing crashes.
Alright, fair enough. Wait a minute. Did that seriously happen on the cooldown lap?
Yeah, it did happen.
Sir? Clyde?
It was
Gav! Oh my god!
It was Gav!
Gav!
Not cool!
Gav, I got a dumb question for you. Do you know when to let off? Here's what happened.
Clearly got into it.
And here's the funny thing for Clyde. Clyde didn't know when to let off either, but here's the funny thing. I know they're revealing that clip, but the fortunate thing for the 37 is, since the 17 made the initial contact, the one under investigation, if we're going on FIA rules, would be the 17. So, Clyde McBride caught a lucky break on that one. Oh my goodness.
Oh yes.
As this truly is the Candyman 250, but except they don't do anything related to glazed candy. But watch me jinx myself and they have glazed candy.
Anyways,
I mean, am I wrong? Wait, let's go over the results with a glazed cotton candy 250. Nope, wrong name. Because apparently Cost Loud has allowed themselves to win again on the same day. That pretty much pissed me off even more. But the Sebastian Nava failed to find a way to pass him for second. Maggie Splitzer rallied herself to third. Eileen Galvin had a great points day. She'll get fourth. Another driver that have a great points day. Well, even though she's not racing, she is at the track. Tari Smith, Karen Catfish in her debut, top 5. Nothing to scoff at. Great race for Karen. Lau Jr. gets 6th, and Alberti 7th. Sue 8th. That's going to help her massively. Phineas 9th, and Georgia Hart running at the top 10. YSP! Box, 10, 11, 12! Oh my god. Okay, you know what? This is why we can have nice things. Let's just go over the DNFs. Anybody who finished a lap down, maybe DNF? Well, Luz Nacedo almost DNF'd, or almost went a lap down, I mean. But those who were unable to finish the race all got involved in the only caution due to an incident. Some of them are going to hit down big time, which is not going to be good for them. I really want to get the post-race over with because I don't want to talk about the Glazer. So, Angel, we're going to say to wrap up this race.
I would say it was a pretty fun race. Definitely a race where you need to keep up with the Titans, if I would say so myself. And I would say that the driver of the day, and I think the driver of the day for this one, in my opinion, has to be Sebastian Nava.
I mean, that's a couple of good candidates for that one. Sebastian Nava is certainly one of which. I will give you that much there. I mean, other drivers of the day, I'll give you a different driver of the day. Annabella Alberti. I don't think she started too well, but ever since that first pit stop, she did maintain in the top 10 after starting not so good. So honestly, I gotta give her props for that one. Good run by the 7.
Oh, yes.
But that will do it here for the AT&T Grand National Series race at Nashville. Here on Silver Play, the CCS League Pass. And the next time we see you here for the AT&T Grand National Series, it will not happen next week because they are not racing Michigan. Instead, next time you see them, it will be at Pocono for the running of the... Oh, this is a boring name. The Pocono 250. Yep, you heard that one right. Pocono 250. But until we see you in 2 weeks, this has been Cody Smarcy. Thank you very much for watching the AT&T Grand National Series on Silver Play. And we'll see you next week. Not next week, in 2 weeks. At Pocono, again, on Silver Play. Good night, everybody. And I don't advertise with